Some people have to pay their bills and their mortgage. How do you find that fine line of creating great connections, building trust and relationships, but also monetizing for yourself or for others?
I think transparency is key, right?
Yeah.
Setting the stage and understanding exactly what they're looking for and exactly what I would be looking for in return.
Hey, this is Mike from IntroStars, and today I'm very excited to bring you a brand new episode of the Super Connectors podcast in New York City. And for today's episode, we've got a very special treat for you. Now, I met Christina at one of our Super Connectors dinners here in New York, and she was so incredible. Her energy was infectious. She just connects everyone right away, and she works with so many startups, organizing incredible events and helping them with all their recruitment needs. So I'm so excited to bring you the one and only Christina. Hey, Christina.
Hi, Mike. Thanks so much for having me today.
So good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
So, Christina, do you often hear the expression super connector? what does that make you think of?
Yeah, good question. Actually, I only found the word super connector in the last year, and I really loved it because genuinely throughout my whole life, I've always been a helper, right? So for me, being a super connector is genuinely just getting to know people, knowing exactly where their goals are and how I can truly support them. So when I found the name, I said, oh, this is me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad to have you on the show
Yeah,
exactly for
thank
that.
you.
You're just a natural. So tell me, in your day-to-day life, what kind of introductions do you like to make? Who are the typical types of people you like to connect with each other?
Yeah. For me, I work with a lot of startup companies, so my favorite connections that I make are for founders and investors, first and foremost. But during my day-to-day job, I'm always asking my potential clients, how else can I help you on a grander scale? So does that mean introducing you to the next partner that's going to bring you the next deal, or bringing in a new, top talent for your company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so do you still go to lots of networking events yourself to meet new people to connect? Do they all come to you, you get introduced to them, or do you go out of your way to expand your network?
Yeah, good question. I definitely go to a lot of events.
Yeah?
I actually host monthly coffee events for founders and investors for my day-to-day job.
Cool.
So that's my number one standing events that I go to.
What's it called?
Brewing Connections.
Brewing Connections.
Yes.
That's such a good name.
Just a coffee event for us to be able to mix and mingle and make the right connections.
Yep.
But that said, I go to a lot of my different partner events. I want to make sure that I'm a value to them. I'm helping fill the room. I'm helping, just being there and supporting them itself. But yeah.
How did it start? Before you joined this job at TriNet, what was your career path before? Did you slowly start going to more and more networking events and enjoying it? What was the path for you to become Christina the Super Connector? Tell us.
Well, early on in my sales career, I actually started in a door-to-door sales role. So at the end of the day, it was really just going out, meeting people, and again, genuinely introducing myself and understanding what their goals are. But then I went into a startup world that was actually a client of TriNet.
Yeah.
And it really was only until about last year or so I started doing New York Tech Week events. And from there, that's when I actually saw the value and the skill set of connecting people. So, at this one event, I met this CPA and I understood exactly what they did. And I said, oh my God, I have to introduce you to this lawyer that I know. Yeah. And next thing you know, 6 months later, they reached out to me. They said, we have to take you out to dinner. We just won a really big deal because of this introduction that you made.
Wow.
So it was really fun. And that was when it really started for me. And I understood the value of really going out and being able to be intentional with the connections that I'm making and bringing good quality connections.
I mean, that's amazing. That's usually the success story of every super connector out there, is to make those introductions and a few months later have this proper success story come out of it. So do you have some kind of tracking mechanism for introductions you make or receive? Use spreadsheets, use LinkedIn, email? What's your system?
Yes, I need to get better, which is why I love IntroStars. But I just use an Excel file right now. I make sure that I have different sheets for different types of industries and different connections from there. Obviously, I am on LinkedIn. That's where you can find me most. And, that's really where I present all the different events that I'm going to, or if I shout out a different partner event that I'll be attending or trying to fill the room for.
And so let's talk about monetization for a bit. So it's obviously, you love to connect people, you're a natural, you love to go to networking events, create value for everyone around you. But somehow, some people have to pay their bills and their mortgage. And so how do you walk that fine line of creating great connections, building trust and relationships, but also monetizing for yourself or for others? Like paying them referral commissions or you're receiving referral commissions?
Yeah.
How do you make that work?
I think transparency is key, right?
Yeah.
Setting the stage and understanding exactly what they're looking for and exactly what I would be looking for in return.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, I tell a lot of people that, I don't need to get paid, I have a day-to-day job. But it is really nice when at the end of the day they can, compensate me in some way. For me, the way that I compensate others is actually through our referrals program at TriNet. So, one introduction gets you $100. If they sign up, you can earn up to $15,000. So, again, being transparent, I think, is the key part of it. But at the end of the day, I really do believe in good karma. So, I'm here as a resource, a tool in your toolbox, a friendly face in New York. And if I can help you with whatever you're leading into, whether that's, again, an investor or a partner or your next big client, it would be really it's just intrinsically motivating to me knowing that I was able to help with that.
But also, most importantly, it elevates your personal brand and your own reputation. So every time you help someone by sending them a great introduction, that elevates your karma points, but also your reputation, personal brand, meaning they will always think of you saying, oh, Christina is that great connector. I need to help her in any way, shape, or form. And so really, I think for everyone listening to this podcast, every introduction you make always elevates your reputation and brand. And that will help you. Whatever you do in life, that will always help you, right? And so I think you've done an amazing job at that because everyone knows you as that ultimate light ball of energy and light, helping startups and people get great connections. And so everyone always tries to help you. I think it's great to do that. So do you have a message for other people who are starting their career, who are early on, trying to build their network or connect people? Any words of advice for them?
Yeah. The way that started for me was really going out to events. Coming from door-to-door sales, there's no easier way to get out there than to just get out there. Yeah. So going to events would be my biggest advice for maybe an early on stage super connector. But at the end of the day, I think it really does come back to consistency and being reliable, remembering names, remembering people's stories.
Yeah.
So, for me, when I'm out in the field and I'm speaking to someone or I'm introduced to someone, my first immediate thought is what I'm thinking of is like, how can I help them and who do I know who can help them? And bringing that value first and having that giver's mindset is the way that I do my business day in and day out. And then to the point of karma points, I hope that through that, genuine curiosity and support that I can give someone, they'll think of me. They'll say, oh, Christina was able to help me out with that. And whether or not they sign up with TriNet or if they refer me a company through TriNet or refer me to my next good referral partner. So that's
100%. No, I'm with you. Every time you help someone, every time you meet someone, you always think about who you could introduce to them. So that's the first question I would ask someone. If I meet someone at a networking event, say, hey, who could I introduce to you? Who would be the best introduction I could make for you? So you've got that same mindset.
Yeah.
And that will bring you a very long way and really elevate your personal brand. So no, absolutely loving that. Tell me, what are you working on this specific year? What is dear to your heart this year? And so where can people follow that?
Okay. Really for me this year, I'm focusing on Series A companies. So I'm trying to get out a little bit of the startup world and move further into like the series, seed, Series A plus type companies. I want to go up market. So I want to make sure I'm working with, good quality, larger companies than I've been working with. I also have a personal project on the side that I'm working on.
Tell us about it.
Well, I don't have an NDA for you, Mike, no. But no, I think at the end of the day with me doing a lot of events and being able to find the right venue for event community builders like ourselves is going to be really important. Oftentimes people are asking me, okay, where do I throw this event? And we don't actually have an app for that yet. So for me, I want to be able to bring in an app. I want to bring in the venues. I want to bring in service providers. And I want to make it easier for us. All right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. If you can help other community builders, community leaders, and event organizers all come together to create great events, that's going to help a lot of people and obviously help the Super Connector community.
Yes.
Hopefully I'll get to do some more events with you. We had a great time at that Super Connectors dinner.
Yeah.
I would love to come to your Brewing Connections event someday and send lots of people your way for more connections.
Thank you.
Christina, it's been such a pleasure to have you on the show. I can't wait to see you at many more networking events, and keep on doing what you're doing, connecting people.
Thank you, Mike.
Love it. Thank you so much, Christina.
Thank you.
Take care.